Peace. This is a meat and potato social production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is Werewolf by Night and Werewolf Magic. Werewolf by Night is a venture that Disney Plus is going into. It's a special based off of the Marvel Comics Werewolf by Night with the protagonist or antagonist Jack Russell, which debuted in 1972. And I love how they pretty much gave a tribute to Lon Chaney Jr., who came out in the movie The Wolfman 1941 with Claude Rains and Evelyn Ankers. But there were some movies after that that were game changers. The Wolfman 1941. You have Curse of the Werewolf with Oliver Reed from Hammer 1961. And also you have American Werewolf in London starring David Naughton 1981. These were all game changers when it came to the werewolf. And it's a backdrop, black and white, and they're doing things. And also they included the Man Thing. The Man Thing also makes, I'm playing spoiler right now, he also is involved in the special, which is about an hour long. And the Man Thing came out in 1972 also. It's a very good story. They pay homage to people, and it's good because one thing that people got to know, and I will admit this, Disney has always dealt with the occult. They've been dealing with the occult for a while. Now, how a person interprets it is entirely up to them. But I like how they did it and they paid homage. Now, let's get into the so-called werewolf magic aspect. One thing about the movies that I named, and even dealing with Werewolf by Night, there's always two components with a lichen. There's love and there's lust. It's going to always be there. There's love and there's lust. Whether people want what they can't have or just it's their fate. So, when we're dealing with transformation, if you deal with magic, if you're dealing with the occult, we already know from a physiological perspective, you cannot take on the form of a werewolf. That will just be entirely too dramatic. That will be too much wear and tear on the body. But you can take it on in the astral plane. Now, how would you take on the form of a lichen or a so-called werewolf on the astral plane? Well, there are spirits that you can work with. You can work with Marchosius, who will come to you from the Ars Goetia in the form of a werewolf, because she was a so-called, as they say, from the Dominion or angels that fell. But fail, you have to be careful. When you fall, that just may mean that you descended to help humans or help mortals. But there's another one. You have Aman in the Goetia. Aman is an aspect of Amun-Ra from the Nether. Now, Aman can defend you on the astral plane as a werewolf. And look at it like this. Let me be totally forthcoming. There are some people that have a animal spirit that may be a wolf, or you're attracted to the werewolf genre, or you're just someone that possesses this curiosity and yet you don't know why. In the Ars Goetia, Aman can take on the werewolf form and defend you against your enemies. But not only that, if we're talking about love and lust, Aman also can help repair broken friendships and a broken relationship. So if you want a second chance with a relationship or even in a marriage, Aman can help you. Now, what are the colors if you want to get a candle for Aman? Either red or gold. Incense, I'm so glad you asked me. Jasmine. Use the sigil and work, because how Aman would work with you, Aman would come to you in the form of the werewolf in your dreams. So, again, love and lust can repair relationships, healing, bring somebody back to you. Make sure that they will give you that apology that you also might want, as well as defend you on the astral plane. So I really liked Werewolf by Night. They took it back to a black and white era, a time, far gone. And if you want more, if you really want to go from an occult perspective, you can get the book Werewolf Magick by Denny Sargent. You can get that. So you can work with Aman or you can work with Marchosius. And please, by all means, check out Werewolf by Night. And you have some stands that talk about, oh, well, it should have been this or it should have been that. But overall, very, very good special. And I like what they did. So, if the Lycan blood runs in you, you may want to work with Aman. And if you're just somebody that's a comic book enthusiast, you can also just check it out. And it deals with not only the Universal monsters, but also the early days of the Hammer film industry from the United Kingdom. So, with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist, one of my friends. Peace.